4, 3. You still did it with your mouth. You don't want to do it with your mouth. You got to stop. What movie was that? Wayne's World.
Yes.
Wayne's World. Back in the day. What's up, everyone? We got a little combo slicey action today. Myself, KDK. We got
Titanium Justin.
Titanium Justin in the house. We're going to start doing this on a regular basis. It's going to be at this time. I don't know. But here we are. What are we doing? What are we talking about today? How is your grandfather doing to start?
Good. Hey, Shay. Justin. It's the Kenman and Titanium Hour.
What did I put on the thumbnail? I was like, it's a slicey combo or some I don't know. It's a work in progress. We're going to call it a work in progress. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Snail.
Yeah, it was too bad we didn't get to see you over the weekend at Badger in Wisconsin. It was a good time. I posted my video today and I realized it's like I didn't really make a lot of footage when I was there. I made more footage driving down and back.
It's okay, because just from what you showed during your live, I would have probably spent $300 to $500 just in the two things that caught my eye in your live.
Right, dude, it was easy. There were so many things. Those custom knives. There was the one guy who had they're super thick. They were really chunky. He had these custom knives that were no bigger than this, but they were like 0.35 inches thick. Like the thickest, ridiculous ever. I love it. What's up, Echo? What's up, Henry? Mad Yako.
Mad Yako.
I haven't seen Mad Yako in a little bit. Bro, I need to order some of your what is it? Wax?
Hanks and wax?
No, I've got some Mad Yako Hanks, but no, we were talking about his Mad Wax, or what is it?
Yeah.
Or what's it called?
Yeah, and I sent him fabric yesterday. We got a collab coming out soon. I painted some fabric. He's gonna make up some awesome Hanks.
So you designed the fabric, or you customized the fabric?
I bought fabric and painted on it.
Right. So yeah, you made, patterned the design on said fabric. Are you going to have some for sale, or are you going to use them for giveaways, or you just got some for yourself, or?
Well, I think.
Can I buy one?
Yes, they will be for sale. I might snag some myself to use for giveaways or to have, but there will be plenty for sale. Painted up a couple yards worth. So
sprinklers? Are they sprinklers? Are they gonna be? You gonna do one with sprinkles on it?
It's splatter paint.
Well, that one, but I'm saying you should do one with sprinkles too.
Right. Well, this one's gonna be kitty cats, and the other one is cow print.
Oh,
that's an exclusive for you here.
What's up, Sever 7? What's going to be for sale? Mad Yako and Titanium Justin are doing a joint effort combo created Hank set of Hanks. Buy one, buy them all.
Buy them all.
What's up, Brian?
If it goes over well, we'll do more.
Snail Trail Dale needs to get a Hank. Might as well. They're not that expensive. I did a thing with Yako and I ended up getting like 8 or 10 of them. But I got some.
I have a Yako Hank always within reach. Trust me. Like they're the best. I clean my glasses and my knives with them. I got them all over.
Right on. Hey, Sever 7, how's the newly acquired subs holding on? Or did most of the ones from MC stick? I hope. He got, how many did you get? Like 400, or was it 600? MC got him up like at least 400 subs last weekend.
Oh, nice. I've noticed that if MC asks you to sub to somebody, they usually stick. Now, in the terms where I've seen, like, we've had like other people, like, if they're doing a contest and they're like, go sub to this person as an entry. They just unfollow as soon as it's over. There's no
because
there's an incentive for them to do it. But
went
if
too
there's not an
fast.
incentive and you just do it because you're nice, then usually they'll stick around.
Right. Oh, Sever says he gained 600 and lost 40. That
Well, that's not bad at
sounds
all.
actually pretty
Ain't none
good.
for now. Blind
I
Woo.
wouldn't be mad at that at all. What's up, none for
Dan
now?
Stan.
Blind Woo. Dan
So
Stan.
speaking of really thick knives.
Missed out. You guys see Dan Stan missed out? Dan Stan, you
Oh, I
somebody
didn't even
missed
say
out.
nothing. I felt bad. I wonder
I'll
how
say
many times
something.
this happened to me in different lives.
Dan Stan, where were you? Did you had to go to the bathroom? You fall asleep on the couch? Oh, that's the worst.
You always take your phone to the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it was like a $300 knife, but yeah, it was a $300 knife.
Hey, Clint.
I'm not trying to rub it in. I apologize. He wasn't there, none for now. Yeah, and then they ended up he drew again, and it ended up being Brian. Which Brian was it? Brian White. When there's a bunch of Brians.
At least it
And
stayed
so
in the
it's like half
community.
of us knew both the people that he drew. It was like, oh, it's cool that you recognize the names.
Yeah, you never
People.
recognize the names usually.
Like 1 in 1,500, exactly.
And Iowa won on his patron.
Oh yeah, he did. He won like
He won like $500 knife.
That's sick. Dan Stan is on his way to Texas. You're moving to Texas? How about
He
that?
felt like, hey, I've done that before too. That's why I will never win on many of the late night guys.
Sever 7, how much are the Yako Hanks if you design one and get it like 10? You know, he'll work with you because when I did it, I bought some fabric. So I bought fabric and then like cut one of the types of fabric I bought. He could have made like 4 hanks out of it and I only wanted 1 out of it. So I let him keep that fabric. And
Then he
then
could sell them.
I gave him a knife. He gave me, you know, like we ended up kind of making a trade with a few different things. But I think if
I
you
have
just
done
buy
the same with it.
if
Like,
you
hey,
just
I'll
buy
send
a
you this
hank,
really
I
nice
think they're
knife.
like,
Can I get a hank?
what do his hanks usually start at? Around like 15 or 20 bucks?
I think they're 15 to 20, depending on the material.
Right. So if you get the material, like you could find, you got to make sure you get the right kind of material, but you could find some material and send it to him. And he can make something custom like that. And he does a good job. He's got a newer he's got a couple sewing machines now. And I know one of them, I know that he can do some interesting stitches on the back. Let me go grab some real quick. Entertain the people.
Okay, I'm gonna entertain the people. Here's one right there. Let's see what I got. Like I said, I'm not lying. I got the Yako hookup. Oh man. The other ones are out of reach, but yeah. So can't go wrong with that. And I've given a bunch of them away during contests. So you have the raddest of the fabric prints from Maddie, and there's only one because there can be only one. Nice.
I found
Yeah, hey, Mr. Eddie.
Drop them hankies, baby. What's up, Robo? Steve, I have the most raddest of all fabric prints from Maddie. There can be only one. Simple red, but look at that cool stitching on the back. Right? Oh, this is a Riot one. That one doesn't count. The pizza please, that one doesn't count either. He made these. This is one of the fabrics that I found. The horror
That's
fabric.
cool.
So we got the Jason in the middle. And then we did kind of a slip knot. Like, you know, the masks from the band, like Slipknot, like crazy, like horror kind of. So it's like jagged and weird and kind of more like, kind of like Leatherface's face kind of stitching on it, which I think is super cool. Standard just black on. So if you just want it's clean. Oh yeah, this is the one I like a lot. This is like a Halloween themed one.
That's cool.
Right. And then look at that stitching on the back of that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a cool pattern. It's got like a squiggle line plus the lines through it. Oh, and then this one.
What's that one? That's awesome. I
I
need one of
found this
those.
material too. This is like a jeans material. It's got like
Huh.
lines on it. It's thick. Then he did the nice blue line on the back. Really well done. I love them. Mad Yako, Hanks. Pick one up. I got like a bunch of them. I'm giving some away. I've given a couple of them away already.
I have done the same. I want them to come in the mail in pizza boxes. That would be cool.
You got a pizza box just with like.
You open it up and there's Hanks in there.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Who else is showing up? Blind Woo. Cool AF. I need
Well,
one with a snail leaving a trail. Dude,
there you go.
I think you could make that happen. And these days, even if you can't draw it up, you could end up having an AI rendering. You could.
Well, if you need sprinkles, Kenman, I paint these notebooks that fit in like Viperades and art pouches. So I got sprinkles.
I should get a couple of those.
I got
One-
skulls.
One for myself and one for giveaways, maybe.
I got knives. I got it all.
There's the crystallized titanium and all its beauty right there.
That is so nice.
Isn't it? Like, I want to crystallize some titanium. I wonder how much they bake it, because they basically, Ben said they baked it. They heat it up to a certain temperature, let it sit, and that's what brings out the crystalline structure within the titanium. Then
So they basically heat it to break.
What?
They heat it to basically break, and then.
Well, I don't know. Like until the structure reveals itself.
Well, next time, let's see here. I don't know. Probably 2 weeks he'll be on Knives Fast.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should get him on the Kenman show. We can ask.
We could try. We could do it. I mean, I don't want to spoil it or jinx it, but I think I'm actually going to be on the Knives Fast next Monday, it looks like.
Oh, snap.
So we've been talking about it for a little while, but he emailed me and we're tentatively looking to do next Monday night. So I might make an appearance on KC next Monday, which would be fun.
Hey, Blade Walker. I'll tell you, and I'm not just saying this, like KC and the Kenman show, man. I don't miss them.
Okay, Blade Walker, give me a no bull review on that. KC and the Kenman show.
But right now, it's the Kenman Titanium show.
Featuring Tiju, the Titanium Justin.
I'm gonna be all in that chat, giving you the hardest time.
No, I think you should be. If we, and I was like, we should do one where then like, okay, it's like the old Johnny Carson or whatever, where it's like then you'd have to be there too.
Yeah.
It's like all of us sitting there.
Well, he loves to disc golf, and we could get him to come to our neck of the woods.
Where does he live again?
Virginia.
That's far. That is far.
Well, you were talking about crazy thick blade stocks earlier.
Yes.
I got this one to show you. You ready? 0.1.
0.1. 0.1. I don't think I have even 4 or 5 times wider than that would probably be my thin. I mean, 0.1? I don't know
I love this. It's a Boker. It's their new one. Their Atlas. It's a D2.
It's
0.1.
How wide is the handle? The handle looks like it's barely 0.4.
Well, let me pull out my ruler here.
Dude, pick yourself up a caliper. Amazon special. These are like
widest.
$6.
The widest spot where the back lock is is 0.2.
That is wild. Doesn't SOG make pretty much the same knife? I don't know. What's up, Marty?
I don't know, but I love this one. You can get it in spear point, but this sheep split, I mean, I
It's
love
cool.
good sheep split.
It's a good looking knife. It's got a nice vibe. But I mean, speaking of thin knives, I mean, 0.25.
Oh
It's
man.
D2 steel on this pig. Dude, hand point
Nice.
D2 quaking the size of a freaking tank. It's ridiculous. What are we gonna do with it? We're gonna pound something with it. We're gonna put
That's
something on
right.
the back of this thing and just whack.
Destroy
I
another
mean,
knife with it.
it's ridiculous. It's absolutely wild. And I love it.
I still want a Leviathan. That would be nice.
KC gave away a Leviathan on Monday. Yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Today's Tuesday.
I missed it. I jumped in and it was like, oh, congratulations. And I was like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, he did three or four giveaways last night.
I would have bought that Leviathan from Casey.
He only uses us
If you're
once.
listening, I would have bought it.
He told everyone too. He said, "Don't enter this one if you don't like big knives." Like he didn't say what it was. He was like, "Whoever's about to win this, if you don't like big knives, just don't enter because this one's huge." And I was like, I already knew. I was like, "Yeah, it's probably Leviathan." It's a nice knife. I didn't like the way the frame lock felt in my left hand as much.
Was it hard to open the knife because of the frame
It
lock?
had a little, because I mean, we got the same thing going on the Goblin, but on the Goblin, I can put my thumb right on it, flick it right out, no problem. And the Leviathan,
Yeah.
it was like the first one, it kind of did one of those, you're like, and then I kind of shifted my thumb and then it flicked. And
I
it
feel
was
like
like
that's a
that was
top
just an
flipper knife.
instant. As a lefty, that kind of hit me. And it kind of made me like not as happy right away. That satisfaction wasn't there,
And hey, if anybody's interested, just like I messaged you, some of the concept knives that are going, that just got discontinued. White Mountain has them all on sale, and you can still use people's White Mountain code on top of it.
Do you have a White Mountain code?
I do. So if you use code Titanium, you get 10% off. I don't get anything from it, but you get 10% off.
But they did 10% off. So go use that White Mountain code. I did look. There are a few pretty cool things.
There's a few. Yeah, there's a couple things I had my eye on, but budget.
What's up, Fook Goose? My man Fook is in the house. My number one. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I can't
Better
remember
than number two.
Number two? You don't smell like number two. I can't remember what one it was I saw though. There was one I saw on there that I did like. I think it was like $100, 100 somewhere around there.
Yeah,
But
there was one. I hadn't seen it before.
because it was like if it was 100, that means it was probably 200.
Yeah, and then 10% off.
Shay's saying it's Fook's birthday. Are they lying to us? It's April 1st. It is April 1st right now. I mean, I'm just saying. I sold my collection. This is my last live. We're done.
No.
April Fool!
I saw that Boker did an April Fool's knife where it was a telescoping knife. And in the video, he telescoped it out and then stole his friend's hot dog and took it.
I like it. That's kind of fun.
Dan, we're not only are we Cinder Bros, but now we're Goblin Bros.
Goblin, killing it with the Goblins, bro. It's my top 5. It's in my top 5. It's this. I don't know how to make a top 5 without giving you 10 knives, but this is no doubt 100% in my top 5. I love it. I just love it. It fits my hand well. The action is nice. The The frag titanium on this one is like just grippy. I love it. I love it. It makes me happy.
It doesn't look. I mean, I wanted it because it looked cool,
Mhm.
but it doesn't look like it's going to be super ergo or easy to use. But it's way, way ergo friendly and easy to use.
Dude, thumbs out, flicks out, opens up, over the top, flicks it up. No, it's just fun. I love it. I love it. It's great. I've been loving a lot of knives I've been getting lately. Even the little Bestech, the Bestech Mantidae. It looks like an insect.
I dig that.
Micarta 14C that just drops shut, flicks out really easy. It has this detent. Listen to this.
Nice.
It's just got this click where you close it and you're like, wow, that was more satisfying than I was expecting it to be. But the drop shuttiness, am I really a recurve or whatever? But man, I think this thing, and look at this. It just cuts.
How's that Finch holding out?
The Finch is choice, dude.
Nice.
I really like this. Same kind of thing. Good action on it. Flipper tab only, but you can. Oops. Now I can't. You can fuller flick it out because the blade shape. Dwayne Letterman. I don't even know when that started, but I can't stop now. What's up, Dwayne? What's up, Waylon? What's up, Ryan? How's everybody doing? We got a crowd in here. All the cool people.
Dan.
Me. What is this? Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Tack knives.
Best action ever.
And it's a utility. Ooh, that's quick. It's a little chunk. How long is that
aluminum.
handle?
It's aluminum, and it's you can see it's like milled aluminum, but it's raised. So like the grip is amazing.
Right. How long is it though? Is that almost? Is it make 4 inches or is it 3? You know, it looks kind of short. Okay.
But 20% off with people's codes makes it like $48.
$48.
And it comes with blades.
Jedi Master?
It comes with blades.
Hello from Fontana. What's going on in California? Kevin Smith and Knives is here. What it is, dude. What brand is that again? Tack Knives.
Tack Knives.
This is the Tack Knives Benji. I got this at Blade Show, Texas. Also, super good action.
And this is the
do you remember what the blade steel is on this? Is it 14C on this, or is it? I don't remember.
It doesn't say on it. It's either D2 or like 154. It's probably D2.
No, I don't think it's D2. I think it's either 14 or 154, which
it's
I was
probably
surprised.
154 then.
I was surprised, but the action is like stupid. In a good way. In a really good. I'm not an OTF guy. I'm talking with Iowa over the weekend. Iowa.
He has some OTS.
He likes the OTS, but he does not like. He does not like the side autos. I was surprised for liking the OTFs. He does not like side autos. He's not. He was basically like, yeah, side auto. Poo-poo town. What's up, Mick Ranger?
Yeah, he's picky, but he has plenty.
Oh,
but it's good to know what you want.
He got a really nice one over the weekend. I don't even remember what it is now. But the one he got had these custom scales that were limited. So there's very few of those that have those scales.
I saw that. I went over and I was like, oh, you got new stuff? I'm on my way.
Let me see. Yeah, and Laid Off Pete brought a case he brought a case in his trunk that he brought maybe 20 knives. So we're all sitting in the back in the parking lot going through all of his cool knives. He actually let me take some of them home, so I'm going to do some reviews on a few of the cool ones that he
Cool.
got. That'll be coming up soon. But I have so many videos to make right now. I'm not complaining at all. But I still haven't even made the review on this. I haven't made the review on half of my knives that I picked up in Texas.
BEDC's waiting for your review on the Jack Wolf because he's ready to get it.
Well, I just got it yesterday.
Oh, I know.
I just got it yesterday. I'm going to have that one filmed tonight, and then I'm going to box it up, and it should be on its way to him either tomorrow or Thursday.
I'm sure you're fine.
I should be able to have it for at least another day.
Oh, yeah, no problems. We haven't even heard what the next one is yet. But you know what's good to flick off of?
Oh, the S90V Pyrite.
Yes.
The S90V Pyrite that was on super sale that I was not able to get a hold of, which is fine. I got plenty of Pyrites, but I want an S90 titanium one. That would be cool.
Yeah, this one's steel and S90. Still got the nice, you can see the print on it. But it was cheaper than the RPM 9.
The sale was amazing. Dan Stan says, when I went to Blade, Texas, how long did it take me to get there? Dan, I spent 2 days driving down and the roads were terrible on the way down, but basically my GPS said 14 hours and 13 minutes from Blaine to Fort Worth, Texas. And on my way back, I made 3 stops. I was alone. I stopped, got gas, and went to the bathroom, and I made it in 14 hours and 45 minutes. And it was 1,008 miles, I believe.
AB Shady?
It's a haul. It's a haul. So because Dan Stan's on his way down to Texas now. Where are you going in Texas? Texas is a big state. You could spend quite a few hours driving from the top to the bottom. I wonder how long it takes to drive from top to bottom of Texas.
Oh, Ryan Brown has a Vipertech.
Hidden bolster auto. I saw quite a few bolster autos at the show. And
my Vipertech.
I was interested in some of those bolster autos, but most of them are expensive. And there was one that I would have bought. It was like $100. I can't remember the brand, but it didn't work in my left hand very well at all because it was the bolster, and you're pushing it over. And so in your left hand, you're trying to like pull it this way, but it's only that little top bit. And I spent like 2 minutes trying to just get it to go once. And I'm like, if I can't do this with my left hand, they're fun, though. They're fun. What's up, B Shady?
$11 on Vipertech.
$11.
It's a 440 dual side grind. It's also very, very tiny.
It looks about the same size as
but it's fun.
What's that one called? The Boker that I've got.
Oh, this is smaller, I think.
Do you have one of those Bokers?
I don't, but I've seen Iowa's.
The USB? Oh, yeah, he's the one who recommended this, I think.
Because I told him that I saw it was on sale, and he picked it up. And
it's got good action, but it is tiny. What's up?
I have been talking, so
there he is. What's up, my man? It's my boys.
So the Vipertech owner owns Blade City on Whatnot. And he's going to start coming out with a higher end line called Hendrix. OTF, M390, Strong D2. And I've been talking to him. He's a really nice guy. His name's Dan. And I'm looking at setting up maybe a pass around with some of his stuff. So we shall see.
Very cool.
But it's very cool stuff. Awesome guys.
Bada bing.
And you can achieve your dreams. He started Vipertech in his bedroom at his parents' house.
Yeah, that's All it takes. Or, well, okay.
That and will and money.
A lot of determination and money and time. And
Giving
you
up the
have to
free
want it.
stuff time.
You gotta want it. If you don't want it, I was looking, I have 2,700 uploads or something like that. Like,
Wow.
you start thinking about that number and you're like, holy what? But I'm at like 3.5 million views
Nice.
overall. And that proponent, the hatchet, the
Mhm.
Cerakote hatchet that pops open when
Yeah.
you swing it open, it is now my current top grossing
Really?
short. It's like got 110,000 views, and I've made like $11 which is,
See,
I think,
okay, so here's
the
the thing.
second most.
I got it.
I've made like $3 off Alive. Is like the most I think I've ever made. I mean, off of a vertical or a short,
Mhm.
and that short's made me like 11, which is just. It's funny how like something like that just keeps going.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to help, come watch my lives. I'm trying to get monetized. I'm so close. I'm also a little over 200 away from 2,000, so I plan on doing something big. So funny by TikTok is this guy.
The Sodbuster?
Every time I post a case knife, like 60,000 views
On TikTok.
on TikTok. Now, if I post a normal video on TikTok, I hit a couple thousand. But anytime I post a case, it's like just takes off.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never even been on TikTok.
You know, as a content creator, I say you should be on TikTok. As a human, I say you do not need to ever be on TikTok.
As a human?
As a person who cares for other people, for the love of God.
Yeah, it's just so much time. There's so many things to do. I'm better off, says Blind Woo.
You know, but there are companies on there like that really promote. There's we get to see a lot of Olight stuff before they release it. A lot of flashlight companies on there. CJRB's on there. Vosti's trying to be on there.
Riz Knives, that's the sprinkles guy right there. He's right there. That's your sprinkles guy.
I am the sprinkles
That's
guy.
what it is. Oh, I wish I could remember. I watched I found a new channel today. I can't remember what it's called. I feel bad. But I was just kind of looking for stuff to listen to at work, and I
Thanks,
found some
Watson.
guy that had like Blade Show Texas day 1,
Thank
day
you.
2, and I decided to watch it. And he makes some good videos. He's got like 2,000 subscribers or something like that. And in the video, you could see like they were waiting in line, and all of a sudden his camera goes like this to like because they saw me, little me. They recognized me, I guess, which is funny because I'm just me. But like he instantly pulled the camera up, and they were like, "Oh, that's what he looks like," or whatever. And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, I
Thank
should
you,
have
Watch
stopped and
City.
talked to
I
the guy.
appreciate that a lot, man.
I should have stopped and talked to the guys, like because I saw him, but I was filming the line, and they kind of
They
waited.
noticed you and were like, "Oh my god, it's the guy," and you blew them off.
Well, but I didn't blow them off because I was filming, and so like I was walking, and I didn't see.
Oh,
I kind of saw they looked at me, but I was kind of talking and like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much happening and so many people, and it is what it is. But
thank you, none
that
for now. If anybody has I'd
I lost you. I don't know if Yeah, I don't know if it froze in the chat or not, but it froze for me. So you should say it again just in case, or put the link in the chat.
there's the times we have to tell your 70-year-old one, Father, that's enough TikTok for today, Dad.
Okay, Dad.
Kevin Smith thought you totally blew them off.
I did not, bro. I felt bad. I made a comment on his video. I was like, bro, great stuff. Keep up the good work, whatever. I totally would stop and talk to anybody. I don't remember. I was in the middle of like walking the line, showing the line, and I was like doing a descriptive monologue of some whatever.
Thank you, Robo.
I'm a horrible
Thank you, Dan
person.
Stan. Hey, Kenman, anytime I get stopped and asked to sign a
I saw you in School of Rock, bro. You were great. You were great. That's hilarious. That's fun. That is fun. Robo wins. Robo wins. Watch City Knives, what's up? He says, Titanium Justin, great artist and a talented one. I concur. I fully agree. Look at this.
Thank you.
Look at this. I was spelling at my own damn table. I took my leg off and lay down and rolled. It's faster. Robo.
The whole paparazzi was following Kenman around.
Yeah, right? I did get, I don't want to brag or whatever, but I did get recognized by the one guy in Wisconsin too that had no idea that I was going to be there. And he came up and was all like, oh my God, Kenman or whatever. Super cool dude. His name is Dominic. I found him. We're buddies on Instagram now. He also makes knives. So he had this folder, like if Primitive makes knives, handmade, very few tools in his garage. And he's not making fixed blades. He's making Warncliffe folders that have cool action to them. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Nice. I get noticed outside of the home in town, but it's usually, hey, abstract art sucks. No.
Man, anybody could do that, man. I could give a paintbrush to a monkey and he could paint that.
Or it's, you friends with that one guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I never know, so I just say, yeah, sure.
Echo went to subscribe, but was already subscribed. We're all subscribed.
Thank you.
Happy family. What is your awesome shirt, Justin? What's on your shirt? They're saying. Burn it all down. It's a dumpster fire. Just living in dumpster fire, yo.
If there's anywhere we're gonna get recognized, it's next time we go into Shields and it's gonna be security.
We should just do that. Shields, round 2. Right. Let's do it. Next time you
definitely
come up.
down. I'm gonna be up there this summer. So
you let me know. We'll do Shields round 2. Yako gets
this time I'll bring money.
For his mullet. For his mullet. Ask Kenman for $1 just as quick as the regular dude. What? I'll give you $1, bro. I'd buy that.
Thank you. Thank you, none for now. Your little fist bump. Oh yeah, Shay sent me a link to this because we both like skateboarding. And Shay sent me a link to this interview with the skateboarder.
Who?
I know the guy. like I know him.
Oh, you actually know him? So is he like a pro skater or just
yeah, he was, yeah.
Well, what's his name?
Nate Sherwood.
Don't know him.
Well, if you ever met him, you'd never forget him.
I'm more of a old school Powell Peralta Bones Brigade.
This is like just after that.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Rhonda. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Within a 2-hour circle of me is where famous skateboarders and musicians go to hide.
That's where they go hide. Go
Mike
to
V
Iowa.
is like an hour and a half away from me. He lives in the suburbs and just hangs out.
But you know, that's the place to go, you know, the
And
Midwest.
south of him, about half an hour, is Kelly Osbourne and Sid from Slipknot.
Oh, well, they're from Iowa. Aren't those guys are all from Iowa originally?
Most of them don't. I mean, they all have homes here, but there's like 3 of them that really live here
Right.
still.
Why wouldn't you? What's up, Ron? Yako says he hasn't picked up any chicks with the mullet. Dude, this summer, you get them tourists, get out there and just get that wind going. And
Is it
baby.
turned? That's the question.
The only skaters I know are the ones on Tony Hawk. Well, they're good ones. Those are good ones. For sure. God. What day? Okay, so it's Tuesday. Why am I don't know. I feel like it's Wednesday for some reason, which is fine.
I like this Tuesday. I think it's a good day to do these.
Agreed. Oh,
Got my Kenman special.
That dude that I found that has the channel, I watched a couple of his vids, and one of them, it was like 2 weeks ago, he got a, it's a buck one, oh God, a buck 111.
Oh,
So
okay.
it looks like a buck 110, but it's the 111, which I don't know how different it is, but it's very similar, but it was a MagnaCut blade.
I've seen those. They're not cheap.
So yeah, I think it was 180, 170, close to 200 or something. But
I don't know, man. That's a lot.
I did a quick search to try to find it, and I didn't see like it's
They
not
were like
available.
limited numbers. I know they did them for the 110.
I think it was a limited release or something from some like, you know, like, so if you don't go to like a White Mountain or wherever it was, you don't even see it, because I Googled it and I couldn't.
But it was an auto, right? Didn't they do them as auto? Yeah, Shay said
And it's
auto.
an auto too?
You can buy an auto on Blade HQ, and I think it was an auto in MagnaCut.
Huh.
So if you need the buck, that's got everything.
Dude, like, imagine this as an auto.
Yeah.
Thing is a pig, dude. These are big. Look at that choke up. But yeah, that'd be a crazy auto.
So crazy parts of having your office be your studio. I just pulled this chunk of paint out of my
dripping paint in there.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Ew. I got to do this.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Urkel's Cerakote sending me this bad guy.
I still want to know how he gets those multicolors, how that works, that whole process.
He does a color, and then he tapes off or sands down and does more. So the video for this knife is actually on his Instagram of him doing the whole thing.
What is his Instagram?
It's Urkel's Cerakote. I'll send you a link. I try to share him a lot. He real nice guy, and he has a knife of the month where if you sign up, you pay a monthly fee. He picks, like, one of them was the Bowie Pyrite, and he does a Cerakote job and then mails it to you.
Once
like
a
$80.
month. And how much is that?
Like $80.
And then you just get a knife once a month that's Cerakoted.
Yes.
Do you get to choose how we like color schemes or anything like that, or it's just kind of a random? You get what you get.
No, this one's a little bit more exotic than the ones I've seen in the monthly ones. A lot of them will have like stonewash finishes or like a brushed, you know.
What's up, Eagle Scout? Somebody, hey, Eagle Scout, I actually happen to be selling all of my knives too. Maybe we could find one person and just buy them all.
Eagle Scout.
I'm selling all my knives, he says. Get out of Dodge. I saw him 3 weeks ago buying, you know how many knives he only went to Blade Show for one day. That was the thing I noticed. The severity of desire if you're only going to go for one day versus two.
You go one
Like
day,
on
you're
day
just
one,
buying.
I've only bought like 2 or 3 knives, and I go over, and every single time I saw Eagle Scout, he had just bought like 2 more knives or whatever. Until he got to
Here's
the
why
point where he
Blade
was
Show
out of
would be
money.
so bad for me. I would have FOMO. I would be like, I'm not going to come back around in half an hour. This knife will be gone. I'm going to take it. That's what I'm buying for the show. 3 tables later, oh, I'll take that too. And then I'm broke.
That's the problem. I like to play the game. I did it with the Tuckamore last year in Texas. I put this was the only one they had with the titanium and the micarta. And I put it back on their table like 3
Because it's
times.
Micarta.
Because it's micarta. But it's titanium with a micarta inlay, bro. Get out of town. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. Dude, micarta.
There's only one Micarta for me, and that is CMB.
CMB. Let's play the CMB game. Bow. Whoops. What's
Love.
that one?
This one is the Explorer.
This
And
is the Predator.
this one is the Braveman. Full
That one's
titanium.
cool looking.
That's 35.
See this? Micarta. I don't know the blade steel on this
Titanium.
one. 14C. This is my only one.
It's crazy how we have such similar taste in knives.
Right? Mm-hmm. Here it is. Yeah, you always
Hey
send me
Ron,
good
do you
ones.
like it, Ron? Because I've liked everything I've gotten from CMB. They just released Predator version 3 as a button lock, and they have new micartas.
I would check that out. April Fools is it's not gonna go over well at all. Oh, so did you see I got an email back from the guy to get a little more info from this knife that I got at the show?
Yeah.
Right? So this is a butter knife. This is straight up
ripped off.
No. So what he does is, like, I knew it was a repurposed. What he does is he finds stuff, he repurposes it, and then changes it. So what he does is he finds old high carbon steel butter knives or things like, see this? It's got that New York stamp on it. So it tells you
It's
New
cool that
York
it's got
knives or whatever, Walden or New York. It's got the spade inlays on it or whatever. But this was a non-sharp, rounded top butter knife that then he has now reprofiled, changed, put an edge on it.
Now it looks like a clip-pointed Benchmade.
Right. And so now it's like a user, like this is like a steak knife, but it's old. So it's got those pit marks on it and the pot marks, and then like someone carved their initials on one section of it. It's like it's got all these stories to it. I don't know the stories, but I love it. I just think it's fun.
I like the stories, but if I come over, I'm not eating with that. I'm sorry.
I'll eat with this bad boy, bro. All it's
I'll
done
bring
is
my own, thank you.
I'll bring this Havern and I'll eat with this. So that's why I want to try get some of that Mad Yako
brown
Mad
sugar.
Wax, because the Mad Wax is food safe apparently.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah, and so then you can
Now we
use
just
that
need
as
some
your oil.
some oil.
Right. So then you use that as your oil for your knife, and then if you cut something and decide to eat it, because I didn't really think about that. It's like if you're using KPL or something like that, you might not want to eat that.
Yeah.
The QSP slip joint is a sweet knife. You should get it.
Which one?
Brown sugar?
I saw all those variants of the QSP on TPK today.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like 10 choices. They're so nice.
Here we go.
Iowa.
Here we go. Look like
The
that.
the one they've got right now is the spear point.
This one belongs to N Valley.
You gonna
may have,
anno it?
I may have to steal it. I think he was talking about maybe doing something, but I don't know. To be honest, looks pretty great, just like this. What's up, Iowa? And there's
I've done
North Valley
scales.
right
I've done
there.
scales for Iowa. You can ask him.
There's Neil right there. What's up, North Valley? Imagine that, but with a spear point. I don't know.
That's what.
I don't mind this tip. I think this tip is kind of cool.
No,
I
I'm
think
just
it
saying
looks-
the new releases are all spear point today.
Oh, okay. So all the new ones are spear point. I want one with a warning like that,
That'd be cool.
dude. Tell you what. Although this one here, the jigs on that titanium are sweet. The half stop feels nice. What's up, Bryant? Sick knife. Definitely cool. So there are some available with the new spear point you're saying right now?
Yeah, they released on TBK. There's like almost 10 different versions, and they all look good.
How much are they going for?
I don't remember. I mean, they're titanium and they've got carbon fiber, so probably pretty pricey.
Couple hundred?
Probably less than 2, but
S90V, says Valley.
yeah, they're probably close to 2.
145, he says.
Oh, okay.
So under 150 bucks, I mean, that's
S90, titanium, carbon fiber if you want.
those are all positive things right there. I could get down with that. Speaking of North Valley's knives, I have to send this one back to him soon too. Oops.
Like the scales.
Dude, these scales are sweet. So nice. It's aftermarket, but look at that shimmer, the way the color kind of bleeds up the middle.
That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. I kind of want to get one of these, but I don't know why I haven't gotten a Deca yet.
I have one.
They didn't have any sticking out when I was at the show at Texas. I looked at all the ones they had in the case, and there just wasn't one. I guess like this one here, he changed everything. He said the only thing that's original on this is like the liners or something like that. So I guess I could pick one up and then customize it.
You know Ray from Everyday City Carry?
Yep.
I painted his shoes when he worked last year's Atlanta to match the Blade Binge colors. And Blade Binge gave me the Blade Binge Deca.
The Blade Binge Deca.
So their original goat scales that are like a dark gray or black with the teal splattered all over it.
Cool. Cool. Very cool. I like the.
It was fun to paint the shoes, man. I
This
love
is the
painting shoes.
Blade Binge version
That
of
is
the
nice.
Tall Boy. I love
Those
the
dark
Tall
modes
Boy.
go so fast.
Yeah. This was my favorite. What was cool, I thought, about this one is all the other ones, they have like that, the circle lines, the line grooves cut into them. And this is the only one that didn't actually have those lines, those grooves, which they're cool, but I just thought it was kind of neat that this one didn't. He said that he didn't like the way the lines looked with the pattern on the scale, so he decided to not put it on this one. And
Looks good.
I like
I
it.
was saying it's the same one he had at Badger. The Deca.
Oh, yeah. My brain was like, what? Where? What? Yeah.
Squirrels.
What am I? Can't stay still down. What?
Seal Pup Elite.
Oh,
Nice.
your internet is still down. What's up, Herne? Internet's issues today. Seal Pup.
So yeah, the I'm assuming you're talking about the blade is black. So some people worry that if you're, say, cutting up fish or cutting up meat, that the like PVD could come off and be in whatever you've cut.
Eat that PVD.
But you know, I don't worry about it, but I also don't take those knives out hunting. So yeah, there's something about that, I guess.
Interesting. Yeah, Ryan.
But you know, it's like everything you buy with a warning.
This is a SOG Seal Pup.
If you're not going to cut food, never worry about it.
I got this like 20 years ago. I never really used it either. Yeah, it's great.
Shay signed up for the pre-order of the Spectra today. The Dylan Mallory, that's available to pre-order now.
Oh, the pre-order? What is the price tag on that one?
Is it 150? I think it's 150.
Do you pay the whole price for the pre-order, or is it
I think so. I think it's gonna be like, you know, they need the pre-orders probably to fund the production, and then
Iowa AK
150 for today. 150 for today, 175 after, and he's only making 200 of them.
There you go. If you're gonna do it now. Rick loves the taste of spray paint. What color is the best though? Silver or green or red? I think red might be the best taste. The null rated R2 knife will be back in stock, says Ron. And you are a Momo. Cross-contamination worries would be more realistic, says Gabe.
And if you wash it, you should be good.
Just get a good wash. Just get in there and wash it real good, like a lot of soap, some Dawn. Get some Dawn detergent. Throw it in the dishwasher. Don't do that. Who
you know what I have, Dan? You know what I have in my card? Let me dig it out.
Ooh. He's got my card. None for now uses frog lube. Do you collect that yourself? More
all right, well, I don't know where it is. Never mind.
Transferred.
But I've got a Kaiser Justice in denim micarta. I want it.
You want it? Wouldn't have
Feels
bought
like
it.
denim though. What?
Feels like denim. See, there's nothing like a nice denim. Where's my denim micarta piece? It's right here.
There's nothing like aluminum or titanium or G10.
Denim micarta apta. I love this. It feels just like a nice warm hug.
Oh, you know, if Kevin Smith, if you're still in here, I'm going to send you a video later. I sent it to Kenman. I love micarta so much. I sent my Jack Wolf off, and it's got replaced with moose bone, and it's coming back to me hopefully in a week.
Oh, you haven't got it back yet.
No, but it's super quick. I sent it to him 2 weeks ago. He's got it completed, and he shipped it off today. Sent me that video.
It looks really good. It looks really good.
And Dan, you know how we talked about poles and how you can't fix poles on traditionals? I told him I don't ever carry it because the pole is a 9.5.
Okay,
and he's like, I can fix that. And I said, okay, then. He says it's a 7 now, which is fine with me.
How did he fix it?
He shaved the back spring.
Oh, he actually shaved it.
Yes, he took the whole thing apart, shaved it, fixed that, then put the new bone scales on. Hey, Palmer.
Yeah, that might,
Thank you, Io.
you know, my Zambezi, I've been working it and I've been letting it sit like this. It's been sitting like this for a few days. It is a stiff pull, but it used to be I had to use the nail nick. Now I can pinch. But
Well, you
it's
see what it
still
was it was the
super
steel series Jack Wolf, so it was a bit different. It wasn't titanium, it was all steel and 14C. But the difference was you could feel the grinding.
stiff.
So I think that was what he shaved that away, so now there's no.
Sure. Like this is just, look at that though. It just wants to slam shut. And now my hands are getting sweaty. It's harder to.
That'll cut your
It's
cigar.
stiff, but it's cool. I mean, the Zambezi, I love the shape of this. Getting in there, small little blade, fun scales, but it's just so stiff. It's like, ugh.
That would be
I've been
cool,
leaving it
Kevin
like
Smith.
that, hoping it
My
like
dream
loosens up.
is that, I don't have control or know what the next Jack Wolf is, but I have a dream that it's going to be a low drag jack that locks with the watermelon camo carbon fiber. That would be sweet.
That would be cool.
That's the
Although the
dream.
one that the abalone shell where they're putting the red backer behind the abalone,
Oh,
and it makes it kind of this red pink, but still that flashy abalone color.
yeah.
So Ron says he only wants to get integrals. Ron, this is the only integral I have. This is a Kaiser Brat. It's a good one, but it's a G10 integral, which
How's
is
the
still pretty
action on
cool.
it?
It's nice and smooth, and then some people don't like this like gun stock texture
like
on it. It's rough. I love it though. To me, it feels really good in the hand. It's a little rough on the pocket when you put it in your pocket, but to me, it's worth it because when you grab it, that grippiness is just, it's
That's
really
what
nice.
people complain about the roach. They say the roach is too hard on the hands, and I think that's a good way to not drop it.
It helps, but it's like there are some where they just are tearing into my pocket. This Civivi Cache, it's a G10
Oh yeah.
frag, right? But that frag right there where that clip is, it looks and feels smooth. But when you go in your pocket, it just wants to just grab every little, it feels terrible. But I mean, I like this knife, but in and out of the pocket, it's just kind of annoying. Oosh.
So you got to get the pouch, and on days you carry that, you just carry the pouch.
Just pouch it. I think I do want to get one for the for my jack, for my Primo, because I haven't taken the clip off yet. But I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I realized it's like I might as well make a video out of it.
Oh yeah.
I looked into it, and there's very few. Like the only actual video I found that looked like it was even worth anything was an actual Jack Wolf video made by Ben, where he fully takes it apart and shows you all the insides.
Well,
And
I think
then
he has, like a warranty. Like you don't want to avoid warranty, so like you can take the clip off yourself, I'm sure, but like I think you can send them into him, and he can, like, if you need something done. So he offers that kind of warranty.
so he voids the warranty if I swap the clip.
No, I'm saying just that a lot of people probably don't bother because they can send it in.
Okay, because you do
But
pretty
I'm
much
sure
have
you
to
can do
take
it and it
it.
won't matter. I mean,
You
it
pretty
comes
much
with
have
the
to
piece
take.
to do it. So
Yeah, you have to take the one side completely off,
yeah.
and so you
Well, at
have to
least if you're
fully
gonna do it,
remove.
and he made the video, at least he's the guy who's in charge of it, right? So he knows what he's doing.
Right. Well, it seemed pretty straightforward. It's just that screw for that one. You have to access it from this side, so you basically have to take this entire scale off, and then once it's free of the back spacer, you have access to that screw from the other side. So you
I
literally
do
are
like
taking
how
the
he did
entire
it
top.
though.
What?
I mean, to open it, it's a little bit more work, but it's a really clean look for the way it just folds over.
Yeah. It shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm not a fan of. It's kind of a hot spot as a lefty, and it kind of will give it that kind of slip joint feel. and I want to get a slip for it. And maybe I'll just, when I carry it, then I'll put it in that slip versus the clip. But
There's lots of awesome slip makers. So
that's the
and he has
plan.
some on his website, and there's so many people.
Mhm. Such a great little shimmer on there.
I know.
Wow, bouncy.
That one sold out so fast.
Did it? I can imagine the way that crystallized titanium looks. It's just clean, shiny, and new. I like it. Yeah, I'm interested. When do you think you'll get the next one then?
Well, probably for the next release.
Okay, so it's
I'll get
basically when they release. Any idea when that is?
I'll get an email and a ship confirmation, and usually it shows up like a few days before the release video out.
Neat. Someone's got beef. Uh-oh.
I've always got beef.
What's up, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? What's going on, Kane?
Oh, Shay says, "Who's a mod? Get ready." Is there some stuff going down in the chat?
I don't see anything yet. We'll see.
You should make Shay a mod. He's an amazing one.
Get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Lately, it's been pretty good. There was a time where it was like every day within minutes. It was like just heavy trollage. Lately, hasn't been too bad. And more often
It
than
came
not,
with
people want you to
it
say
was
their
kind of
name.
a this because you'd go live and then you'd have like 300 people join immediately, but like 50 of them were just messing up your chat. But you were getting some amazing view hours at first.
I don't
Now
think
that's kind of slipped away.
it doesn't bump up like that anymore on the vertical lives. They use every vertical live. I would guarantee that there would be 150 to 200 viewers at one time, and then I would have 10 to 20,000 views by the time I was done. And now it's dropped off. Like they're not pushing it the same that they were.
Nancy needs a knife. There you go. Is that why you always need to carry your nice knife and then a knife you'd be willing to hand to someone?
Always.
And that's where the beef comes in.
That's where the beef. You can hand somebody the beef.
This is such a good knife, Dan. I can't say enough about it. I don't make any money off the sales of it. I just love it.
Another crossbar knife. It's funny how I've fallen out. I'm trying to buy, I think I just bought a bunch of crossbars really fast.
Well, if you notice, like everybody's doing crossbars, you can't avoid them.
Yeah. What do you do?
Ask Shay what he thinks of the beef.
What do you think, Shay?
And it comes with a super fat wide pocket clip that is real nice, deep carry.
Hold on a second here. Damn it. There
Getting some more mods.
I guess, why not?
Nothing wrong with having them.
It's
There's
no
Shay,
Ozark
8.5 out of
Trail.
10.
It's no Ozark Trail.
Shay gives it 8.5 out of 10. And now you can buy it in S90.
Ooh, S90.
You have to change the blade yourself.
How long's the handle? Is it a 4-inch handle?
Oh, it's huge.
Laid off Pete, member for 6 months. Heads will roll. Hi, KDK. Thank you, laid off Pete. 6-month member. Shout out.
It's a 4.5-inch handle.
It's a 4.5-inch handle, so it's a nice size.
Oh, it's huge.
I'm done with the smaller crossbar locks. If it's bigger, I'm not going to have an issue with it. It's the smaller
I mean,
one.
overall, it's a little over 8 inches overall.
Over 8 is great. Valley says we need to be like a Matisfaction Live where everybody's a mod.
We also need keywords to show funny videos of Dan.
Did it not work?
And someone my nice knife. But you know, if they're not a knife person, and somebody takes my beautiful Havern that my hard-earned money has gotten, and they drop it.
Well, lanyard man, there's a difference. I will hand someone my nice knife to show it off. I'll let them look at it. But if someone's like, "Hey, does anyone have a knife? I need to cut something," then no.
Then you might not even get my case.
Then no. They get you know, what did I have today? Wow,
Dan, I don't know if you picked the box, but this has the most beautiful bone pattern on the back of it.
It was hand-picked. That one there, out of all the ones that they had, every single one that was there, we looked at. And believe it or not, that one, shoot, I can't remember her name.
It wasn't the owner?
No, not Andy. The cowgirl that they got working for them at the booth.
Oh.
She's young. She's got the cowboy hat. Great looking girl, real nice girl. She got that knife a week prior to Texas because it was one of her favorites. And that one is actually the one that was in her pocket for about a week because she was
No,
like,
it wasn't.
It was. She's been working on the action, trying to get it nice, and they had dug through it and found the really nice one. And they were, when we were talking
The
about
action
getting
is
it
amazing.
and they were like, "Oh," she was like, "You should just take this one." And I'm like, "You've been carrying that around for days, and no. And she's like, "Oh, I like what's going on here. You guys, the community's great, or whatever." And so she was like, "You take this one." And I was like, "Wow, that's cool. That's cool."
Thank you, cowgirl. I hope I find your Instagram because you know how to pick out good knives for people. And I think my friend Dan is looking for a date.
She's a sweetheart. She was there both years. Ah, man, why can't I remember her name? I feel bad.
And Andy, thank you for hiring the person that picked out the really nice one.
Dude, Andy's doing some good stuff over there, dude. I'm really liking everything that Rosecraft is doing. I
They
picked up
come
several
sharp
of my
and
case
nice.
knives. I pick up the case knives. I have my case muskrat. I open it. It's nice. It was like $80. I open it. It's thin. The blade has a little bit of this going on.
Off center, not sharp.
Right. And then, I get the muskrat version of in the pass around for Rosecraft. It's
Night and day.
It's $60. It's thicker. It's stronger. They're centered. Each blade has its own slot that it goes in, and the thing is solid.
And the bone, the way they treat it and show it, I love Rosecraft. I've already said, hey, when this pass around's done, if there's anything I can do to just keep seeing more, I love them.
Got this one in my pocket today.
I have not checked out one of their stag ones yet.
The Stinking
I'm not
Creek.
going to get to in the pass around anyways. I'm going to have to.
Look at
How
that
is it?
chunk and belly. Oh, I love this thing. These are great, dude. Just a really solid knife. Good look. I like the stag on this.
So I get the skull one next. And then after that's the trapper. And I've checked that one out already through a different pass around. But that'll be the one I get.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll probably save that for my like 2K giveaway.
There's the one that's the brown one that has like where it gets a little bit wider right here and back. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of got the Barlow shape, but then it does this or whatever. I think that's the one. That's the one I'm getting next. And then my last one is the Tanasi or whatever.
Oh,
the one,
nice.
Your blue one. So that's the blue one is the one that I'm going to end up with at the end.
I love this blade shape too.
That's an apple eating machine all day. You want to eat some apples? Just get in there like this and just. What's the name of that other one again?
Beaver Creek Barlow.
Yeah, that's a nice knife. That's a cool looking knife.
At the beginning of the year, you know, they're getting ready to talk about all their new releases. I messaged Andy and I was like, when is the sheep's foot Barlow? I have to get it. I didn't even know what color it would be. I just said, I know there'll be a sheepskin barlow, and I want it.
And I want it. Give it to me now. Yeah,
And I
this
pay
one.
you now.
This is the one I picked up from Texas. This one's in the pass around too.
That's the one I'm getting in the next day or so.
Oh, I love this one. This one is great. It just feels good. You're gonna hate it. It's Micarta.
But they do put that like slick layer over it, so.
Oh yeah, it's smooth Micarta.
It's almost like G10.
G10. There's a place for all of it.
Hey KC, how's it going?
Aluminum Jason.
we got to do a salute, a KC salute.
KC salute. KC salute, y'all. Knives fast. What's up, bro? We're hanging out here, having a good time.
Hey Gabe, I will say those QSP slip joints are really nice. No matter if you get the budget or the premium.
Where did I put that?
Hey Michael McCoy.
Yeah, dude. Oof. That hollow grind on there, woo!
It is a deep hollow grind.
Super. That's like
I know, Casey. That's what I get called from the American only guys.
Oh yeah. That is as sharp as it should be. Super fun.
We should have a slip joint day, Dan.
Slip joint day.
Or like one of our lives.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, I got another one on the table, and 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 another one. And
well, let's call this Blue Tuesday for Casey. I'll pull out the Blue Micarta for Casey.
April Fool's fun. Yep, everything's for sale. Everything must go. $5. Anything on the table. Except for this one. This one's $2. Now we'll do 2 bits. It's exactly 2 bits wide. We got 0.25 thickness. 25 cents. It could be yours. $69.99 for shipping though. So there's that.
Are you kidding? We need to buy the biggest knives possible for the steel right now. So when the steel prices go up, we just go sell all the knives.
Right?
We'll go find all the like horrible low budget knives. And
how much do I get for this?
I don't know, but you should open every package with it.
I tried to open one on the live. I was in there doing this. I choked up on it. And then I kind of did a belly cut. I did get the box open, but it was.
What's the giant one from Cold Steel? A real big one. Iowa opens his packages with it. That thing is crazy. I tried it because it has an Emerson wave, and you pull it open, and you're just like, oh my god, there's like 7 inches of steel in my face.
The Luzon, is that what it is? Like that, the Cold Steel Luzon or something like that? Like
no, the Espada XL.
The Espada XL. Ding, ding. Ryan Brown, Nick Martino. What's
99 cents?
99 cents.
Casey's going to buy your collection for 99 cents.
I'll sell you the whole collection for 99 cents. $2,500 in shipping. But 99 cents for the collection. Sold. It's yours. I mean, why wouldn't you?
What you do is, nobody wants to spend that much on shipping. So you just tell them free shipping, but it all costs this.
Free shipping. KC, did you see my Finch? The first Finch knife I ever saw was from KC. Watch this. I know it's kind of bright in here, but you can tell almost immediately the difference. Boom.
So on yours, like on mine, the Finch logo glows.
Yes. We'll go for a little walk here. Oh, I need the light. It's pretty bright out still here in the old Minnesota. But
Yeah, it's very windy and overcast here today.
I believe in blackout curtains in the bedroom because if I do need to sleep in, if
we're in Dan's house, I guess I'll turn the UV on.
Get that UV on. Don't look at the bed. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. Boom.
That's cool.
All right. Boom. So yeah, the logo glows a different shade. But yeah, tell me
I
that's
think
not.
most of theirs with the logo glows. But not like the whole blade, or not the whole handle like that one.
It's awesome because there's so many different colors in the handle, or not a lot, but enough different coloration that you would think that only parts of it would glow, but it actually the whole thing glows. So it's awesome. I dig it. It's very,
so when you
very
get
cool.
lost in the woods, we'll find you.
I'm totally lost in the woods, guys. What do I do? Look, no spots on the bed. We're good. We're clean.
Hey, Illuminati. Oh, that's what we need. We need a Sprinkles and Squirrels logo.
Sprinkles and squirrels, like a squirrel living in a pile of sprinkles.
That would be a sweet sticker.
There we go. So have you seen my new studio room yet?
I have. Very nice.
Here we are. I'm probably going to move this.
I need your opinion on a knife I'm looking at.
Okay.
It's a Kershaw.
Okay.
It's $22.
Price is right.
The back, the handle opens and you flip it and it turns into fingernail clippers. And now being that all my videos are up close on my hands, I get a ton of people complaining about my fingernails, even though I don't care. Would that video, do you think, be my video that just takes off?
It could be. It could be. Got to keep them high and tight.
I keep them long and scraggly and usually covered in paint.
Ew. And you got those extra long pinky nails.
Yep. And I'd like to thank Golden for keeping my fingernails nice and painty on the inside.
I like to keep them very painty. Oosh. So the computer that I'm getting for the new room has been shipped. It's supposed to be here between the 4th and like the 8th or something like that. So I'm hoping.
Very important question. Will you have the computer up and running before your CNC machine?
Most definitely.
You know, if you got that CNC up and running, you could print off my or we could make my I just drew a blank. My thing I created. Is that your buckshot?
Yeah. What thing we're gonna print off? What that you created?
My pry bar.
Oh,
we just got to get some titanium.
I can't do titanium on my
I'm still
CNC.
shopping it around.
I would like to, but it says that it'll do aluminum, but I can guarantee you it's not going to do titanium.
Yeah, I don't think aluminum's gonna go
not
over
for a pry
well.
bar, but I mean you could use it as a as like a prototype,
that
to
would
see
be cool.
how it feels in the hand and stuff. But you're gonna need to spend a little more money than I spent to get one that you can do titanium with. I need to get the backspacer for this.
You know what my other main tool is while creating? My Dremel.
What was that? I couldn't see that.
My Dremel.
Oh, that was your Dremel. I just saw the end and I couldn't tell that it was like that's like a corded or like a skinnier Dremel.
I got a couple of them.
They do work. I kind
I
of
love
want to take it. I thought about taking a Dremel to these Demco scales and just kind of turning them
like a
into
pattern.
like, well, not a pattern, but just more of a organic kind of a flowy kind of a alien Geiger kind of a design, where you just kind of make some lines and some swirls and then push some holes and you know what I mean? Just kind of give it some of that geometry and some edges and
That's
shit. I
cool.
don't know. But I don't know. I've never done that. And if I'm going to do that, I probably should buy a cheaper one and mess up the cheaper one before I mean, these were only $50 though, but I'd hate
Still,
to
you don't want to. If you ever have to
screw them up,
rebuy them,
right? It's going to look nice. But I think I
what are
might
you
just
gonna? Are
anodize.
you gonna do though? I think those would look really cool and like almost like a beach scene where you got like the yellow or orange and it fades to teal to turquoise. Something about like the manliness of a Demco with just like some super bright colors is
With a
just
brighter blue.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just do it bronze, like the same color as my Goblin. But we'll see. I don't know. I haven't dyed this yet either.
I thought you were gonna do blue.
I still kind of like the red to black fade, but I'm not sure. So
I'll
I've got
say the one
somebody.
thing is though, the other version of that is the red and black Damascus. So like I feel like it would be better as a different color combo because you can already buy it in that.
Right. I honestly though, you're right. Like just like a dark blue or like a royal blue or something.
Oh yeah, something like
And
bright.
then and then just that with the accents of that really nice acid or etch or acid or blah, blah, blah. Stone
I'm so
wash.
glad you got that one because I mean I was just looking to get stuff, pick some other stuff up, and I let that go, and that is such a good one.
Dude, I really like it. When you were, I remember because I got sidetracked and was gonna pick up a couple and then a couple weeks went by or whatever. But then you said you still had it. I was like, cool, because that was the one I really kind of was interested in.
Has a nice finish on it.
Oh, I got a couple. So these are Brian's. What did he give me again? They're going to be waiting a while because I have other knives that I got to do first.
You
But
need to just like
Brian,
work a whole weekend on your own projects, like go into work and just.
right. But I'd actually have to go into work and use the machines at work. It's kind of,
I saw the picture of Pete's and it looks awesome.
yeah, that one turned out really good. So we have look at this.
Pyrite?
Titanium pyrite.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to anodize it or dual anodize it, or I don't know. We haven't decided yet. He just basically said free reign. He's like, here's a couple knives. We'll figure something cool out. So we got this titanium pyrite. And then the other one.
Ryan wants to see the inside of the Micarta QSP.
The inside of the Micarta QSP.
Honolulu blue. That sounds good.
Inside of what?
It says show him the liners. He's thinking about buying one. Does it have? He wants to know if they have steel liners inside of it.
Yeah. They are. Trying to get a light angle. You can see there's
they got the circle milling.
Nested liners with the circle milling in the inside. But they are nested. This is the chef. What's it called? Chef Master.
So
Really
QSP
cool
showed pictures of a larger knife, and then they haven't released it yet. So I'm all confused there, and I really like the looks of it. Might be a fixed blade.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the other one Brian sent. This is the Kuby something.
That's nice.
It's
I love the Kubys.
another titanium one.
Have I showed you my monster dog?
I don't know. Ooh. What is up with that?
So to make a budget version, this is the premium. It is
Right.
M390.
Is that what kind of a thumb stud crazy stuff is going on with that?
It is crazy. It's that Kuby blue ano.
But it's
The only thing I love this thing.
huge.
The only thing is there is nothing to protect you from that blade. It just goes straight into that blade.
Oh, you're just right on top of it almost immediately.
Yeah.
But
It
that
has
thumb
great
stud
action.
is huge. Is that 3 times wider than a normal thumb stud or what?
Oh yeah.
Battle buddy.
Yeah, I don't even have anything that compares in that thumb stud size.
Yeah, that's the largest thumb studs I've ever seen. Battle buddy. Can't go wrong with a battle buddy.
Ryan wants to know how I'm assuming it came nice and centered. Your QSP, he really wants to buy one.
Which
QSP is
one?
pretty trustworthy.
Which QSP?
Your Chef Master.
Oh, it was great. I mean, they had them at the show. I got it in Texas.
It is the size of a pivot.
And they had I don't know, there was 6 of them out. I opened 3 or 4 of them. They all looked nice. They all felt nice. I haven't had any issues. What was the QSP? Oh, I remember when I was in Texas last year, I got this QSP swordfish. I know there's another knife called swordfish, whatever, but this is QSP swordfish. And the first one I picked up, it had a little bit of button stick to it. It wasn't terrible, but it was there was a couple little, or it was kind of, the button was a little crunchy. And then I picked up another one that felt great, but it was a different color. And then I was I kind of like this one, but it's a little crunchy. And then he looked in the back. David grabbed another one. As soon as I opened that one, it was fine. So that was of the 3 of these that I touched at the show, one of them did have a crunchy button. I'm not trying to say anything bad about QSP, but maybe if I noticed anything, it was on a button lock.
But show me a brand that doesn't have a button stick somewhere. You know?
Right. But yeah, liner locks and stuff, they're solid. What's up, Dylan?
Hey Dylan, we were just talking about your pre-release.
Yep, just went on sale. Was it today?
Think so.
Pre-sale today. So if anyone's interested in Dylan's new knife,
Shay's already got his name in.
Fred the Lug's in the house. What's going on, Fred? How are you today? You got the titanium Justin KDK combo 2-punch.
Super hour and a half.
Dude, it's been an hour and a half already. How about that? Dude, it's a community. When you start hanging out, talking to these people, new and whatever, time just goes by. It's just such a good being at if you can get to any knife show. I know the video I posted today and Badger didn't have a lot of footage from the show. Go to the link for the live. That's where a lot of the footage was. But we talked to a ton of people. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's nice. You've got people making knives. You talk to the knife makers, then the knife maker's there, and then his wife is sitting there and start talking to her, and she's really nice. And just everybody there was just cool, great atmosphere, great community. It's if you have a chance, I know in Blade magazine, if you look in the back of a Blade magazine, if you know what a magazine is, remember those? You could probably look on Blade online too, but they have a page that has events. So it's oh, here's the events for 2025. And it'll have all the dates of all the, say here's Minnesota, Midwest Knife Makers Guild, September. Here's Ohio, whatever, so it's any state that you're in, you could find out when the shows that are close by. But I definitely recommend getting to one.
I think between Iowa and we need to at least come up with a small show. We can Can certainly do.
Right.
There's nothing around here, so it should be easy.
Right on. For sure, Mallory. Dylan, you making some cool designs. We all look forward to when they come out. And I'll recommend you anytime, dude. It's a good guy. Good guy. What's the artisan cutlery one that's coming out in a couple of months, Dylan? The other one that's got the harpoon on the blade.
Awesome.
Like the blade had like halfway out, it has a big harpoon ramp up on it. Fred's getting pressure to fly to see family on the same day as the next show. Decisions. Tell your family you'll fly out the day after. It's one day. Or fly the whole family out, have them join you at the show.
There's a Kira.
Which blade show are you talking in Atlanta, Fred, or Texas next year? Artisan is the Karis. Yeah, the Karis. Dude, look it up, check it out. When that comes out in a couple months or whatever, I will definitely be getting one of those as well. Really cool looking design. Did you see the new one from Maverick Customs? Neon green in the scales. I have not, Nick.
I'll have to check that one out. You know who I like to watch on YouTube?
That's something familiar.
Case knives or buck, and fixes them all up real nice. And you get to see the whole process in just like one episode.
Knife Doctor. Nick Martino says no. No what? No Knife Doctor?
Should I not be watching that? Is there something offensive with it?
Or I don't know what he's referring to. What's in 2 weeks? Karis is Greek for horn because they wanted to call it a rhino. Sure, that makes sense. And then it's got the rhino kind of horn on the top of the blade. I fell in love with it. I tried to get Russell at the CGRB artisan booth to, I was like, dude, come on, let's go. I have money. Would you want some money? And I couldn't get him to do it, which I get it. It's fine.
Is it because QSP already has a rhino? Is that what the problem was?
Maybe. And that's kind of a thing. If there's a bunch that are already a rhino, or it's tough making a name.
I don't know, but there's a bunch of hedgehogs now.
Yeah, and there's hawks. There's several hawks. Yeah. That's why it's like, but then like what happened? Like, so then Ben Peterson was gonna name the Sendy was gonna be called the Cedar.
Well, Rob Johnson has the cedar, and
right, but see, it has the cedar plank texture to it. The whole point was this was going to be called the Cedar, but then he couldn't call it the Cedar. So why is it one company can call like, oh, we have a hawk, we have a hawk, we have a rhino, we have a rhino, we have a cedar, we have a cedar. But it sounded like Ben made it seem like he could not call it that. Maybe he just decided not to, but it sounded like the name was no longer even available for him to use. So I'm not sure how that works.
Just staying away from the common stuff. That's a good idea, though. It definitely, when somebody says it, they'll know it's yours.
Right.
I'm not even gonna pretend to people that are on their ZT kick when they're like, "I got a ZT 574," and I'm like, sure. I don't know what that is. The only one I know is the new one, the like 044 or 0 or whatever, and I can't keep numbers, let alone names, right? So
I know the names of my children. Mostly.
How many you got there, Dan?
I don't know. Over 300. And when I opened this Bestech, I opened the Bestech Man today, and I'm like, is this my first Bestech? I don't know for sure. And the thing is I know I've unboxed some Bestechs, but I think they were in pass-arounds or something. And it wasn't mine. I don't think I actually own a Bestech, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I started looking around, and then I realized I got knives over there and over there and over there. And I got them everywhere. I need to organize.
Taking off, Shay. Have a good one, man. I'll be on tomorrow, and I'm sure Dan will.
Right on, Shay. We'll see. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Possible.
Oh, Nick, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite ZT.
00. What do you call that? How do you say that? Do you say the 0055, or you call it the 55? You call it the 0055er?
I mean, 0055 sounds awesome. So
Doesn't it? I got that 0055 right there. Thing is,
you don't know if you're gonna cut something or you're gonna shoot something big.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a double lot, bro. Taking down bears. Taking down bears. Got my double lot, dude. That's legit. I got the 90210 right here. They make these in Beverly Hills. That's where they make them.
Texas Gold.
The ZT 90210.
Oh man.
I know.
Riyadh.
Bestech Riyadh. I don't have any Riyadhs here, do I? No. I have some Remets.
That's too many odds.
The Remete. That's
I got the double lot ready to go. I've got the double wide double lot.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just have one aught. I mean, if you have one aught, no, you got to have at least a minimum double. You could even maybe triple aught if you really want to get to it, but I don't know. I probably have Bestechs. I don't have a tri-state, but someone was saying the other day, they're like, well, tri-states would be considered a Bestech, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they OEM'd for them.
Right, but it's not called the Bestech tri-state, right? Or is
it's just the OEM. It's like
right. But
QSP makes not like you wouldn't call it the Kuby Tempest.
Right, you just call it the Tempest, So this isn't made by Kuby. So then when I say I have a Kuby because I have this right here? No, because it's a Tempest. I need a double aught. What's up, Winston? How's it going, Winston? I love this new ProTech Vero collaboration he picked up from House of Blades. Winston's been getting some cool knives lately. He shares them with me privately.
Yeah, that's a Kuby.
Yep, that's a Kuby right there. This is getting too complicated. Steve,
this is
I don't
fun.
want to be complicated, Steve. I don't want to be too complicated. But I do have this.
What do you do with sub brands? Like now that Kuby has the high end KB, I got a KB Kuby Tempest double aught.
Double aught. It's a double aught. Winston. Dude, I find myself getting into a habit of something though lately that appears to be.
You want to walk around with fixed blades outside?
Well, but I mean, just it's when it comes down to just a little ridiculous in size, like, yeah.
You're like, I'm too small or too big.
They pressured me into buying this one.
Oh, actually, yeah, don't say peer pressure now.
We were all standing there talking to the guy. The guy's really cool. And he actually picked up a Bowie knife that is probably bigger than this. And we were like, did you get anything at the show? And he's like, I sure did. And you can see the glow in his face. And they're like, okay, we got a knife maker that's selling stuff at the show. He's all excited about something he got. We're like, let's see it. He got this big wooden crate thing, opened it up, pulls out this Bowie that was like $700. It was like.
And how much was yours?
$20.
Is that tin or is that aluminum?
Aluminum.
What's the HRC on that?
That's some 440 right there. You got some brass, you got some stabilized wood, you got a piece of a stag in there. They sell these for like $36, but I got the show special, Kenman special, $20. Slam, baby. How could you not? I had to.
Is that heated at 62?
Solid heat treat. They're guaranteed for life.
Oh, well
Guaranteed for life. You can beat that up, break it, call up SMKW, and they send you a new one. Not
Awesome.
all Tempest knives are made by Kuby.
No.
The practice was made by Concept. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice.
Well,
Winston,
it's Taco Tuesday, so I got to roll.
Taco Tuesday. All right. Well, Justin's going to go. I'm going to talk for a couple of more minutes. But we're going to get into a regular habit. Chances are it will be Tuesday night. If anyone in the chat right now has any ideas for, like, you know, we call it Taco Tuesday with KDK, TIJU, or whatever. I don't know what I said. I said relax talk with an edge today. Again, work in progress. But we're going to start doing these regularly. It's fun. It's fun.
Awesome. I'm enjoying it. So
Right on. Okay, well, Justin, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. For those of you, you already all know both of us. Go subscribe again. Make sure all the notifications are on. We got to get some monetization going on for Justin over here. You got to be getting close. What do you need most? Just hours?
hours.
It's just watch time?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get the watch time up. How many more you
Have
need?
an amazing night, everyone. And I'll catch you guys in the chats.
Right on. Take care, Justin.
You too.
And away he goes. And now I'm huge. Or do I stay small on your screen? Did I fill up the whole screen? Or am I just inadequate? Am I a side piece? Am I a side piece to you? Peace, love, and hair grease. Oh my God. You guys see that? I almost belly stabbed. All right. So it is 6:20. Do you know where your children are? I'm full screen. Steve says I'm small. I went half big. Black bars on each side. Well, I am still doing the vertical live, so you're kind of stuck. If you're on your computer, there will be black bars on the side because we did this all vertically. But it's okay. Talking tacos with KDK and aluminum Jason. Yeah, if anyone wants to help come up with some fun ones, you know, anything like that, or we can just write goofy ones every week. I'm totally fine with that. We can just come up with some silly stuff. Anybody else have an iPack survival knife made by iPack? I thought it was kind of silly that they've got the AR in the logo. There it is, iPack Survival USA. I was thinking it was just going to be kind of one of those inexpensive companies that has you know, the Pakistani special, not high quality kind of steel. And I looked up the company, and turns out they do forge solid D2. Look at that, 0.25 thick forged D2 steel on this one right here. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I think it's pretty rad. This one, his show price was 80 or 90 bucks on this bad boy. And Brian, we were all kind of looking at it and just they said, "Oh, Dan, we found it for you." And then they show this, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this thing is huge. It's crazy." Did I just drop live a half a second? Anyway, it's huge. And so we're like, oh yeah, that's a KDK special. Oh my God, look at the beast. He's gonna love it. And I did. I thought it was funny, and then we were kind of just joking around with it and stuff. And then Brian Kerr was like, dude, you do a special on that one. What's a good price you give us for that? And the guy was like, yeah, we'll do it for $60. Why not? And I was like, I don't know. And so we walked away. Because I was trying to find something at the show. I didn't really find. There was a few things I found, but the couple that I really wanted were in that $300 to $400 range, and I just wasn't in the market for that at the time. I ended up leaving the show with more than $100 in my pocket, which I could have easily just dumped. But that was the self-control that I showed. But I did lose the self-control because I was like, I haven't bought enough, and it was right at the end. So we went straight back to there, and as we're walking to the table, I'm like, and I got my $60 and I handed it to the dude, and he's like, "Here you go." Sick. KDK special is a real thing, right? I mean, it's like this thing here. Who has one of these? Boker, Magnum, Kukri folder. Concept Goblin XL, one of my new top knives. This is in my top 5. Ultim chop looks interesting. Yes, the chop and the chop 2 with the kick stop. If I was going to get one, I would get the chop with the kick stop. It's got the flipper tab on it, but then the flipper tab folds in, so when it's open, so if the flipper tab's on the back. I got a flipper tab knife somewhere around here. Good Lord. Don't I? There. So the flipper tab sticks out on the back. When you flip it around, it is not sticking out on this side. It folds in on the chop. Or it's the chop, but then they have the chop with the kick stop. And that's the kick stop is the folding in flipper tab. Cool stuff. I'm interested in one for sure. Were you even living before you had a kukri folder? Was I even alive? I was close. I play disc golf. I have a ranch, and a buddy has put on tournaments at your place. He sells and has cool discs. I do, Winston. I actually run a league. I'm kind of a late to the game disc golfer. I mean, it's been 15 plus years, but I wish I had started when I was younger for sure. It's really fun. I quite enjoy it. I run a league on Wednesday nights. It starts up in a few weeks. I've been running it. This will be my 12th year running the league. It's a fun sport. I'm going to my first knife show in Atlanta, and my wife insisted she come with me. Yeah, you just got to distract her when you buy stuff. It'll be fine. I'm sure you'll have fun. I'm going to try to get to Atlanta, Steve. I don't know how likely it is. I'm going to do my best. I know it's $1,000 to $2,000 for me to get there by the end of the day. What's up, Gabe? Justin, Titanium Justin was here. We spent it's 3 minutes. My live refreshed. I was gonna say I thought it said 3 hours. It's at 3 minutes. I was like, there's no way we were on for 3 hours. We started at like 4:30, so it was a couple hours. Justin and I are gonna start doing kind of a regular dual live stream. We just talked about some stuff, just having some fun, just socializing, talking about Nick Martino's double aught. The double aught 55 is the knife that started the original kick stop, says Nick. That's the one he carried today. The old double aught. I don't play, but I enjoy the hang time. Chill vibes. I thought you mentioned disc golf. Yes. Yep. I played golf quite a bit, but it's expensive. I didn't have some friends that played. My buddy ran the league before I did, and he was like, "Oh, I run this league." I'm like, "I don't want to play league. I've never played." So we went to the park on a random day and just threw around, and I saw him throw a 300-foot shot, and I was like, "Wow, that was really cool." And I instantly had some addiction. It's something about throwing something and watching it fly really far is satisfying, or hitting something and watching it fly really far, whatever it is. So I'm kind of tall and lanky, kind of had a natural kind of a throw, so I was able to throw decent, pretty quick. And I mean, not accurately, but I was able to throw some distance fairly quickly. Dialing it in as always. I still can, yeah. But it's fun. Rick just posted a video on the Jared Oser F22 that has a kickstop. I talk and explain the kickstop. Check it out. I will. Rick's Knives, y'all. Let me write that down really quick. Jared Oser F22. So yeah, go check out Rick's video on the Jared Oser F22 with the kickstop. It's a cool design. Very satisfying. Yes, dude. I have some friends and some kind of pros that throw in the league that can throw 450, 400 feet. You know, it's amazing. Me on a perfect day, if I had a perfect throw, I might get close. I could maybe get like a 360, 370, maybe 380 shot if it carried just right on flat ground. I mean, downhill, sure. There are certain downhill shots where you could throw 400 or 500 feet, but you're throwing downhill. But that's the crazy thing is I throw down this hill, you throw and you want it to go here, it's going to end up 300 feet that way because it's so far down. You really have to plan how your shot's going to go because it's going down the hill. Anybody have any knife retailers they suggest in the Virginia area? Says Adventure Man. What's up, Adventure Man? Virginia. Who else lives in Virginia? Just let her rip. Isn't Casey in that neck of the woods? I mean, Virginia, those states and stuff around there, I don't know how far away it is, but I mean, I know you're getting close to like the Smoky Mountain Knife Works area is around it kind of, I mean, you could be super far away from there, but that southeast direction, southeastern United States, Atlantic Knife in Virginia, but you don't know if they have a retail space. Yeah, I haven't really spent much time down in that area. I would love to get down there. I'd love to get to Atlanta and then get over to Smoky Mountain and kind of check out that area. But I don't know if I'm going to make it. When's Atlanta? June, July? I need to come up with $1,000. If you search Rick's Knives, he'll pop up. Rick's. Yeah, I'll check out that video later. The kickstop is cool. Getting any of the snow coming? It's potential. When I got home, it was kind of raining, and some of the rain did have some snow in it, but it's like 35 degrees right now. So it's just enough where it's kind of more just wet rather than snowing. And I don't know if it's going to drop below freezing. So it's definitely wet out though right now. Grateful says June 6th to 8th. That's sooner than I want it to be. March, April, May. So it's like literally 3 months and a week away or less. Oh no, it's April now. 2 months away. Wow. Wow. 6 to 16 up here. Wow. Really? Yuck. Yeah, I haven't had to get the shovel out. I live in Minnesota. There are winters where I had to shovel every single day for months, and some days shovel multiple times. I did not have to pick up a shovel one time this whole winter. We had one night where I woke up and we had like 10 inches, so it's thick. So I didn't shovel because it was so thick. I got the snowblower, and I actually used the snowblower one day and blew all it off there. And then 2 days later, it all had melted. So we've been having some weird winters the last couple in Minnesota. So not much. Yuck is right. It was a cool 76 today. It was 30s. It is windy in mid 30s right now, overcast. Still got another hour of daylight. Almost no snow in NJ. That's when you pull out the flamethrower. Really cook it. Really cook it. I mean, you could. You could. Yeah. So I have a lot of videos. Hurry up. Oh, that's some of my buddies meeting to disc golf right now. They're going to disc golf right now. Yeah, in this crappy weather. I've got some friends that are addicted. Although there is a putting league that starts tonight. But putting league out in the rain also sounds kind of blah. Ugh. I got to get ready for my league to start in 3 weeks. I still need to make prizes. I do weekly prizes for second and third, and it's a doubles league, which is cool because then it's a random doubles league. So we usually get an average of like 50 to 60 people that show up. So let's say there's 60 people, you'll have 30 teams of 2. And so you and your partner, you play best shot doubles. So you both throw off the tee, and then between the 2 shots, you pick the one you like better, and you both walk to that one, and then you both throw from there. And then you pick the one you like better, and you take your best shot per hole. And so it's a fun doubles tournament or in a weekly league, and you get paired up with just someone random every week. So sometimes you get paired up with a better partner, sometimes a worse partner, sometimes you're pretty even. Sometimes you get paired up with a lefty and you're a righty. So you have the pros and cons. The way we do it, we also have kind of like handicaps. So as you do well, you get points. There's like a point system. So as you get like first, second, third, whatever, you get a few points. When you get a certain amount of points, then you end up getting a stroke. So then you would start off like, oh, I'm +1. And so then if you are good, you get that +1. Then you have to work a little harder to get back to even. You kind of compete with everyone. So it keeps everyone kind of even. It's a fun league. It's a fun time. In North Carolina, only stoners play disc golf. Makes for a great time. That can be true in a lot, but to be honest, I would say there's probably at least 100 people that show up in league. Some don't show up every week, but the average 50 to 60 that show up pretty much every week, I would say not even half, maybe less than half. It's not as much as you think, definitely. And then you look at me like, this guy here. Looks are not what they appear. I like my long hair, though. Tell you what, battery power is low. Charge your phone. Really? Oh, I guess I was listening to stuff all day. Yeah, it's a lower number. I'll tell you what, though, if you want, most everybody does have a cocktail or two, though. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of beers going around, for sure. And some other stuff, but it's legal in Minnesota now, so it's kind of a different world than 20 years ago. What's up, Lou? Lou, you're just in time. I'm about to finish. Somebody quote that one. I tell you. Yeah, Lou, Justin was on. It was Justin, the Justin KDK network for a couple hours. We had some fun. It was a good time. We're going to start doing that on a regular basis. Nice. Lou, you got me there. You got me. Yeah, so we're going to try to do some regular stuff like that. I'll be doing more lives regularly. Got a lot of videos to keep working on. I'm going to be on KC's live on Monday night. Next Monday, probably tentatively. It looks like that's what we're trying to do. Steven Smith. Ew. No thanks. But yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. More fun knives, crazy stuff. 0.25 thick. What a beast. So everybody have a good night. I don't know who else. What is it? It's Tuesday. Tri-State goes live at like 7. I don't know if there's any other lives maybe later tonight. Check him out. Knife community is awesome. KC is streaming right now. And then again, when is he not? He does stream just about every day. Just about every day, which is cool. Thanks. Yeah, have a good night, Steven. For sure. Everybody, always good to see you. I appreciate you. We're working on almost at 9,000, trying to get to that 10K for a big 10K giveaway. Tons of stuff coming in the future. Going to be moving into the new room. Got the computer coming soon. It has shipped, so it should be here in a few days. And we're going to do the inventory list as we move everything over to the new shelves and stuff. A lot of fun things. Appreciate all of you. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.